So last class we were discussing about Google Drive, and I have given you a small picture of Google Drive, how you can create Google Drive account, how you can access Google Drive, and how you can share the documents. So today I'm going to handle in Google Drive itself, there is a concept called as Google Sheet. So that's what I'm going to discuss today. So let me go directly into Google Drive. You know how to log in into Google Drive. So to logging into Google Drive, you have to open any of the browser, as we discussed yesterday. drive.google.com. So I have primary account and secondary accounts. So I'm going to log in into my personal primary account, that is hodbca.wm@gmail.com. And you know that for every Gmail account, there'll be Google Drive attached to it. So here I have to give the password of my Gmail account. So once you enter the password, you will be redirecting into the home page of Google Drive. You can see the screen right now. So yesterday we have seen how to create a Google document that is just a introduction of Google Drive. And at the end of yesterday's session, I have told you we are going to do 2 more sessions in Google Drive. That is, one is Google Sheet and another one is Google Form. So now let us see how the Google Sheet is benefited for us and how we can create Google Sheet. Yes. So when you want to create a Google Sheet, you have to go to a new button. Press new button, then there you can see there is a Google Sheet menu. So in Google Sheet menu, when you click on Google Sheet, you will be redirecting to Google. Okay, yes. So now you can see Google Sheet. Here, this Google Sheet is actually same as that of our Microsoft Office Excel.
So this is
like
same as the Excel
Google
sheet?
document.
It's
Yes,
Excel sheet?
This is actually same as that of Excel sheet.
Okay.
But the difference is that we can share this application to, to many people. Right. So if you are actually, working as a group, and if you want to share your document with within your group, you can share it. That is the advantage. But in Google, in Microsoft Office Word, when you create a Excel sheet, and if you want to share it, it will be shared through any physical devices or through, Gmail or something like that. And there, the updation of Google Sheets is not returning back. You will not get the updated sheet whenever you want. That is a disadvantage. So here in Google Sheet, the advantage is we can share this sheet and updation is reflected. So when somebody else is updating your sheet, you can see who is updating and what are the updations. That is the advantage of Google Sheet, right? So this is a window of a Google Sheet. So if I want to set the name of Google Sheet, I can set here, you can see there is an option for setting the name of Google Sheet. For example, I am, let's say, attendance sheet. You can see there is an attendance sheet which is popping, it has been updated. I'm not going to create an attendance sheet right now because it will take some 20 to 30 minutes for creating the attendance sheet. I will tell you how we can make use of this sheet and how we can share this sheet with groups or within a groups. Yes, so here I'm going to write something like serial number 1. It is same like Excel sheet. Let's say the title of the first column is serial number 1, and this is like name. Student name. Here, suppose I'm writing like Babu, something like that. Then you can say Ashwin. Right. So next column, if you want to write anything, or if you want to make a column here, you can create like class. Okay. Let me see class. Fine. So suppose these are the 3 columns, and there are some values. For example, this is first BCA, and this is, let's say, first BA. Something like this. Now, if I want to increment one by one, I think most of you know how to increment. So if you drag like this, this will be incremented. Right. So this is a sheet. So if I want to make like this with borders, so I can make a border here, right? And one of the advantage of sheet, we can, import the equations, mathematical equations. So there are different kinds of equation we can make use, and we can have a query for that, and we will get a result according to that. So we'll study later on that, how we can, import the equations and all. So this is just a simple Excel sheet. Then I told you last day, whatever the application which you open in Google Drive, that will be saved automatically. So you don't want to save explicitly, it will be done automatically in background. So this is saved as attendance sheet. So how you can share the Google Sheet? Let me see, attendance sheet is right now in my drive, in my Google Drive. So I'm going to share my attendance sheet to somebody else. So you have 2 options for that. One is in this window itself, you can see on the right up corner, there is a green button that is called as share. So when you click on this share button, a pop-up window will come. There you can enter the email ID. So for example, I am going to send to my one of my email ID, that is jafar.pid986@gmail.com. So this I have told you yesterday. We have 3 options. We can select this option. So according to your selection, the permission will be set, right? So if you're sending this document as editor document, you can select the option as editor. Otherwise, you can go for viewer or commenter, right? If you set as a commenter, they can only comment for your document. They can't do anything, and they cannot see, or they cannot edit. Only they can comment, right? And for viewer, they can see the document, but they cannot edit. And editor, they can view the document, they can comment the document, and they can do everything, right? So let's say I'm giving as editor, and please add other students' details. This is just a comment. Right. So I'm clicking send button. So when I click send button, you can see here there is a message person added. There is a message person added. So this is
Sir,
one way you can share the
one question.
document.
You can send it to only one person, or can you send it to several persons simultaneously?
Yes, you can send to several persons simultaneously. See, for example, so this is the first option. You can share from this screen itself. Otherwise, you can go to your drive. When you refresh the drive, you can see, when you refresh the drive, you will see your document, your attendance sheet. Yes, here you can see the second one. You can organize your document based on your folders, that is possible if you want. And this is the sheet which I have created just now. See, from here you can share. I will show you how to share with multiple persons. So when you click on this, you can see there is a share menu. Right? So when you click on share menu, one pop-up will come, same like previous option. My net is a bit slow, that is why it's not coming properly. Let's see. Yes. So you can see one people is recipient is already added. Suppose I want to add more people. For example, I'm going to add the recent two people, that is Rashid sir and one more, let's say Subna. So like this, I can add. So when I say somebody else, so you can add multiple, multiple persons, right? So now, so this is not only one option. This is not only the options, but there are some options as well. See, if I want to send to a group of people in a WhatsApp group, so there is an option called as copy link or get link. So when you click on copy link, so the link will be copied. And the same link can be shared with multiple persons in a group. For example, we have a class WhatsApp group, and I want to send this link to all the teachers in that group so that they can open and they can edit it. But the only thing is I have to make them as an editor. Otherwise, they cannot edit, right? So we can send. So when you click on send a button, send request will be going to their email ID. So they may not open the email ID, right? So they may not open their email. So in that case, if we want to send through your WhatsApp group, you can send. How you can copy the link and you can send through the WhatsApp group. So I'll show you. When you open WhatsApp in your desktop, you can easily share. Right. So for example, I'm going to send to simply, I'm going to send to my principal, let's say. I'm going to send to you. So I hope, madam, you have received the request.
Is it to the college or AM Balama? Or WhatsApp group?
In your WhatsApp, ma'am, I don't know your number.
Okay.
WhatsApp, in your WhatsApp. It is sending now, not sent is.
Okay.
My net is slow, that is fine. Now it is sent, I think. So you can go and see. So when you open that, you don't have permission because I have not added you as an editor. So when I add you as an editor, then you can open.
Yes, I got it.
So let's say, yeah. So I'm going to assign you as editor.
In WhatsApp only I can edit and send it to you. You can retrieve it back.
Yes, so you just go and click that link. Then you can see this attendance sheet will be open up in your mobile phone. Can you do that?
Yeah, I am doing.
Yeah. If anybody else want to see that, then I can send to you as well, or I'll send to group. So when I am sending to group, then I have to assign all you people as editor, so that then only you can edit it. So that is why I just sent to madam's primary number. Madam, can you see that?
Yeah, I'm seeing, but I do not know how to edit.
Yeah, so when you open the sheet,
I got the sheet, Babu Ashwin. Third one, I want to add some name, but I am not able to.
For that, you need to install the sheet application in your mobile phone.
Okay, that is the reason. Okay, sir.
Yeah, so that you can edit it, right? So this is how we can create, Google Sheet, and we can share the Google Sheet. So I hope you understood. I will teach you later how to create attendance sheet in depth. Today I want to complete one more session, that is how to create a Google form. Because Google form and Google Sheet are the major application which we are using in our like attendance and some other purpose. For example, for quiz and all, we are going to create Google form. So I'll show you how to create Google form. So if I want to create a Google form, just go to your drive. Just go to your drive. Then in new button, when you go to more menu, then you can see there is a Google form. So this Google form can be extracted from template or blank form. Template means there are some existing templates that will help you to create a Google form easily. Blank form means from scratch you have to develop. So let's see from template how we can create the Google form. So when I select from template, you can see the available templates are, you can see the available templates which are coming. So there are assessment, event feedback, event registration, order form, contact information, etc. So in this, I'm going to select one Google form. Let's say contact information. So this is a template. So I'm going to select contact information template. Still coming. Yeah. So contact information form is actually loading. See here, you can see there are some field. There are some field, form description. Here you can give the name of form and let's say contact us. Then if I don't want address or phone number or comments, I can remove this field, or I can add new field as well. So that is the advantage of templates. Templates means already there are some existing forms. We can use those forms to develop your own forms. Excuse me. So suppose I'm going to delete one of this form field. For example, I don't want comment, so I'm going to remove comment. So when I select this box, there is an option to remove. This is delete. So when you click on delete, that field will be deleted. So now I have name, email, address, and phone number. Suppose I want to add one more field. So when I want to add one more field, there is an option called as add question. So when I click on add question, here, box will be there. So I'm entering like
email,
mobile number, something like that. Email is already there, I think so. So let's see. You can see batch or something like that. Yeah, anybody?
Date of birth, it's not there.
Class.
Yeah. Date of birth, okay. So if I want date of birth, when you write DOB, here you can see automatically the date will be popped up. This is also an application of AI. So when I say date of birth, so the corresponding date option is coming. From among all these options, date option is actually default, it will come, right? So when I say date, so here you can see there are many options, multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down, file upload, linear scale, etc. Right? So I'm selecting date for date of birth, and this is the actual format, month, day, year. And here you can see there is an option called as required. This required option means when a user or when a recipient, they want to enter something, or when a client, they want to enter the, they want to fill the form, this field should be required. So when you haven't entered your date of birth, this form should not be submitted. That is called as required. So if I want to make this field as required, just click here, then it will be required. Now, I'm going to save this form, right? You know that this form is actually saved automatically. Now I'm going to send this form. So I'm sending to Madam Abdul. So here there is an option, include form in email. So when you open your email, then you can see the form in email itself. The form in email itself. So when I check this and click send button, so an email will be sent to Madam's email. Then application like sheet and documents. Here also you can see the form. When you go back
to I got a tendency invitation to edit.
Yeah.
I received a attendance sheet with the invitation to edit.
That's coming. So when you open again your drive, there is a contact information. So when you open Google Drive, you can see the contact information form here. I'm going to share with somebody else than Madam. All right, so my email ID also I'm sending. So
to the college you can send, sir. We can delete it. You can send to the college also. We can delete it.
Yeah, I have sent to your email ID.
Yeah,
so if I want to open the link, yeah. So if I want to get the link, there is an option, get shareable link. So I just copy that shareable link and I'm sending to your WhatsApp. So now you can see the form. So how do I get the response? So how do I know what are the responses which I got? To get that responses, when you open the contact info, form, there is a response tab. You can see there is a response tab. So when I open the response tab, or when I click responses tab, right now there is no responses. So whenever the recipient has responded to the questions or form, we can see the responses here. Right. So here we can see the responses. So this is how we can create the Google form and get the responses. So this responses menu will be available only for the author, not for everyone. See, now I have created the form and I have sent this form to Madam. So Madam can enter the details and send. So once it's sent, then I can see the responses here, right? So I think that is the end of Google form.